soaked again. We're finally starting to dry out just a little bit, right?
The pattern's changing, Tanner. We've been in it where we've just seen wave after wave of rain the last few days. Now we're going into more typical summer weather. Sunny in the morning and early afternoon, and then pop-up thunderstorms is what we'll have to deal with. So it's a nice change of pace. Not completely dry, but it's an improvement. Here's a look at Pinpoint Doppler right now. And
Speaking of improvement,
very dry on Pinpoint Doppler. No precipitation showing up in our neck of the woods. A little rain off to the north, but hey, they can keep it up there. We don't want any of that down this way. We're just seeing clouds and mild temperatures, 70s pretty much area-wide across eastern Kentucky this evening, and we're going to dip down into the 60s tonight. It should be mid-60s when you wake up in the morning tomorrow. Low pressure off to the west, and it's a pretty potent low, but it's actually going to ride up to our north. Now, we'll get clipped by that cold front tailing off that low tomorrow afternoon, and that could cause a few showers and storms in the afternoon. Fog not too bad right now area-wide, except back up towards Ashland and the river right there along the Big Sandy heading up into the Ohio River. I think we should see that fog really thicken up, though, over the next few hours. Already thick in some of the sheltered valleys. I think area-wide dense fog likely tomorrow morning. So just plan a few extra minutes for the morning commute. Now, tomorrow around lunchtime, should see a mix of sun and cloud. Should be pretty decent out there. Maybe a decent day to go out and take your lunch break outside if you can. And then tomorrow afternoon and evening, those thunderstorms fire back up. I'm not expecting a ton of rain tomorrow, but we could have one or two isolated instances of high water problems. But the overall rain chances for the next 5 days looking much lower, 30 to 40%. Compared to where we've been 70, 80%, if not higher than that, for about the last week or so. So a much needed break from the rain heading our way. We will see just a bit of rain tomorrow. Check out FutureView. Mainly in the afternoon and evening, a few isolated thunderstorms, but I'm not expecting just that torrential rain that we saw for hours on end, it seems like, for the last week or so. And then as we go into Friday, once again, a few afternoon thunderstorms possible. But the overall rainfall totals should vary between now and Saturday in the inch to inch and a half range. And as long as it's spread out over a couple of days, we should avoid widespread high water issues. I can't rule out a little isolated flooding, but overall shouldn't be too bad. The weekend forecast, pretty nice, upper 80s, a few pop-up storms. We'll cool off a little bit towards the middle of next week.
All right, Shane, thanks. Coming up next on Mountain News at